And Tiger Talk is brought to you by Whistle Stop Donuts, Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Katie's delicious homemade goodness, String Beans Coffee House, Mrs. McLovett's Cupcakes, Brantley Furniture, and Perry's Floors and more.
Make the morning great with a stop at Whistle Stop Donuts on West Main Street in Princeton. Whistle Stop makes their donuts fresh daily, and they're ready on your way to work or school. They have a wide variety of fresh donuts, so you can surprise the office with a dozen delicious donuts. And remember, after 11 a.m., donuts are only $5 per dozen through August 8th. Stop by Whistle Stop today and enjoy a donut or a dozen. They're open 5 a.m. to noon, Monday through Saturday. Whistle Stop Donuts on West Main in Princeton.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Katie's is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouth-watering desserts sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Katie's, hometown, homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Katie's. And at 8:07, we're back here on Tiger Talk, and we thank you for joining us and have the pleasure of welcoming into the studio on this Wednesday. It's our extension program, and I have Ashley White with me. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's so nice to see you.
It's good to see you.
It's a beautiful Wednesday morning.
It is.
And, boy, I got to spend a little time last night with a bunch of extension folks. I had the pleasure of being a guest out at the Extension Homemakers annual banquet, and you were there, of course. And
Yes.
boy, it was a nice evening, wasn't it?
It was nice. We had a really good time.
Yeah, the food was delicious. Broom Tree Catering, Stacy Boone, they catered the meal, and it's always a hoot to hang out with Wayne Cash.
Yes,
when there's
he
an
does
auction.
an excellent job.
Yes, he does.
With the auction.
He did, but boy, 60 some. I mean, at least I counted 60 or more people there last night, and the homemakers. And let's talk about that event and what the homemakers are about, and if anybody's interested, because it's just a really just impressive, really nice group of ladies.
They are. We've got a really good group. They're always willing to volunteer and do different things around in the community. Currently we have 11 clubs in Caldwell County, and if you're interested in joining any of those clubs, you can give me a call and I can put you in contact with a club president. And if you're not interested in joining an existing club and want to form your own club, we can work that out as well. And then if you're thinking, well, I can't meet every month, that's not feasible in my schedule, but I still would like all the information that you get at a homemaker meeting, you can become a mailbox member, and we'll actually send you that information each month.
Wow, well that's neat. See, and I didn't realize there were different clubs within the homemakers. That was kind of a new concept for me.
Sure.
So when we were naming the clubs and their names, it was interesting. And how do they is it a group that normally gets together and decides to form that club within the homemakers? Is that usually how it works?
When I got here, there were already clubs formed, of
Right.
course, and then as we're going through, and the ladies that were already in clubs, they are constantly inviting people to come join their clubs. They get together once a month. Usually there's food involved. Now,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't vouch for all the clubs, but most of the time they do eat together.
That's great.
And then they have an educational lesson, and I've got a list of some of the lessons that are coming up
Yeah, let's
this
talk
year.
about that.
And then after that, they have fellowship time. Some of them play games. Some of them just sit and talk, and some of them sew. We have a sewing group.
Looks like they have a great time.
Yeah,
I mean,
they do.
I was noticing the tables last night, and they decorated it. I think there were several of them. They decorated it, and they were beautiful.
They were. That was the first year that we've done that since I've been here. And we had 5 clubs that decorated a table, and then, of course, we had a decorating committee that decorated the rest of the tables. And that was just a really fun experience. I really enjoyed it. I hope that the clubs did as well.
I think
and
they
hope
did.
it's something that we can continue.
I think the competition's on too.
Don't
you think?
So. I think so. Who doesn't love a little competition?
That's right. It's
Friendly
good.
competition.
Friendly competition is fantastic.
So I was very pleased with how that worked out. But
Yeah, go ahead.
some of the learning opportunities that we have this year, the pressure is on. If you've seen the new pressure cookers, all the things on Pinterest that are out, all the recipes for that new Instant Pot. I think that is a brand name, so
Okay.
not necessarily focusing on that particular
Right.
one, but there are new pressure cookers. Sometimes people think, oh, pressure cooking is a thing of the past. Well, it's made its way back around,
Nice.
and the first session is on the pressure cooking and how to do it safely, and some recipes, and there'll be some tasting with that as well.
Of course. Very good.
So we're excited about that. And then later on in the year, we have family traditions, cooking for one, two, or a few. That has been a very requested lesson that we don't all have families
That's
of 4 and 8 to cook for. So it's hard to come up with recipes to cook for 1 or 2 people.
It is difficult, and I think it would be a challenge. And then you try not to waste.
Right.
And if you can efficiently figure out how to do that
Mhm.
with a good recipe, or make it last, and cook this much, and then maybe use it, that's excellent.
Mm-hmm. And we have a few others. We'll do downsizing and organizing, gardening in small spaces. We've got a lesson on bird feeders for the
Nice.
springtime. We've got a lesson on storytelling, and then a lesson on sweet enough without all that sugar. So,
Aha, and that probably has to do with food too, not
Yes.
personality.
yes, more about food.
Okay.
So,
Well, good.
and then we've got a lot of new things coming up.
Well, yeah, they are, and I'm telling you, we were talking before we came on the air, and what's amazing is some of these attendants.
I know.
We'll talk
we have
about
perfect attendance.
perfect attendance, and I'm not going to name them all here, but they go from 1 year up to 48
Mhm.
years of perfect attendance at the homemaker meetings.
Yes, and that's consecutively.
Unbelievable.
I know.
But the thing is that there's a lot of names on here, and I mean they run from 1 to 48 years, and some of these up here, you get up 36, 40, 42, 40.
Mhm.
That's impressive.
It is. It is.
And it must say a lot about the clubs too, and
Right.
them wanting to be a part of it, and having
Mhm.
the fellowship and the learning aspects of it. So pretty neat.
I don't get to go to every club.
Right.
But I do try to make the clubs once a year, and every time I'm just thinking they have such a good
Mm-hmm.
time. They're all different. They all are different. So if one doesn't work, you try another one until you find one that is
That
a
works
fit
for
for
you.
you, and they genuinely enjoy spending time together.
And it's a diverse age group too.
It is.
I mean, you
It
have
is.
you have young and those that have been around and experienced it, whether their craft or whatever
Mhm.
that they do, and there's a lot to learn, and that's a great way to learn. You
Yes.
might say, well, I don't know how to sew,
Mm-hmm.
and you might learn to sew from somebody.
That's right.
And so, or cook, all kinds of that. That's it always comes back to food with me, but fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
if you're interested in homemakers at all, just give me a call. I will put you in touch with somebody, or I'll help you start your own group. You can become a mailbox member. Dues are $8 per year.
Boy, I hope that won't break anybody's bank, will it?
We hope not.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good deal to be a
Mhm.
member. So yeah, do call Ashley, and if you want to know more about becoming an extension homemaker, because it's a fantastic group. They made me feel welcome last night, and it was a
Good.
pleasure to be out there and just enjoyed it so much.
We
So
were glad to have you.
what else is going on?
Oh, we've got lots going on. Joni's Supper Club
Yes,
starts August 7th, so that's soon. I believe, is that Monday?
I believe that's right.
Yes,
Looking at
there's
the
a
old calendar,
calendar.
there's a calendar.
Monday.
Yes.
And that's a free cooking class. You'll learn basic cooking skills, how to do quick and easy meals. Who doesn't love a quick and easy meal?
Definitely.
Learn how to be nutritious, make healthy choices. And it starts at 6 o'clock on August 7th. It is an evening class. Must have 5 to participate. So just give us a call at the office, 365-2787.
There are
to
2
register for
sessions
that.
each month, right?
There are two sessions each month,
Okay.
yes.
And now, I was going to ask this: are the sessions different each month, or are
They will be.
Okay, so they are. So if you miss one, you might just join back and try to So and it runs all the way through December as well. So yeah, that's great. And Joni does a fantastic job with that. If you have any kind of inkling about needing some help with your nutrition, with being more economically sound with your grocery buying, and putting together just a quick and easy, fabulous meal. Again, for probably one or your entire family,
Right.
that this might be for you. So, good deal.
And if you have any questions, just give us a call at the office.
Okay.
And then Laugh and Learn preschool playdates.
Now, that's been a big hit, hasn't
That
it?
has been.
Yeah.
It has been. This week or this month, it's on Friday, August 18th. Time is the same, 9:30 to 11. Our theme this month is the eclipse.
Well,
So we have
good
several. Imagine that, right?
Imagine that.
Imagine that. So we have several activities designed to be about the eclipse and about the sun and the moon and the constellations. So we've got a variety going on. The activities are designed for ages 5 and under, and children must be accompanied by an adult. Please give us a call if you're interested in coming. We have a healthy snack, so if you have any food allergies and you're planning on coming, let me know in advance so I can work around that.
right. And that's what I love about the Extension Office program. There's usually something to eat there, and that's what's kind of cool
Right.
about that. I went to the pressure canning workshop with you all, and, man, I got some yogurt, some fruit, good, healthy snack, and it hit the spot. It was in the late afternoon hours, and it just kind of gave me a little pep. These have been very successful, and I know these children have, there's if you're wondering what the concept is like, there's usually some stations set up around the room, and there's enough to keep the children busy, and if they're a busybody, and it's just set up really nice, and they're learning all kinds of skills from reading, math, and I'm sure with the eclipse, all kinds of wonderful things to learn, about science for that age.
Yes. Yes.
And in a real, put into a way that they can get it and have a
Right.
good time with it.
Because children learn through play, so that's
do.
what we do. And we've got the different stations set up, and they go at their own pace. They're also learning to share, because when there's a large group of children, they have to share at the different stations, and they really do have a good time, and they don't necessarily know that they're learning something. So
And that's you just kind of sneak it right in there on them, don't you?
sneak it in, and then the good thing for parents is the mess. You don't have to clean it up.
That's right. They just come and just have a good
They
time.
come and have a good time, and then you get to leave.
And how long is that? Is that
9:30 to 11.
Okay, so an hour and a half of fun and learning, and that's
That's right.
about a perfect time.
We have a story together, and we do a group activity, and then they go to their stations, and then we have a snack.
Great. Fun. What's the date on that again?
August 18th.
August the 18th.
And
That's
it's a
Friday.
Friday.
Yep. And here we come again. It's back.
It's back. Pinterest Club
All right.
is back, and this first session will be free, just an introductory, let everybody know what Pinterest Club is all about. We will explore different recipes each month, fun do-it-yourself projects, home management ideas, and so much more. We do a different lesson each month. We have a different craft each month and a different recipe each month.
Wow.
So this month, we're going to do bullet journaling. And
What
we're gonna
is bullet journaling?
Bullet journaling. It's all over Pinterest. You're going to have to Google it.
I will have to check it out.
Whenever I leave, you're going to have to Google
I
it.
will.
But instead of doing the writing out in your journal, just details, you can pick different topics. The first one that I ever saw was a mood tracker. And it was designed as a flower, and it had little petals, and the petals had numbers for the days, and then you colored it in based on what your mood was for that day, and then you kept track of your mood for that month. You could go back.
Wow.
You could keep track of how you're feeling. You can keep track of what your cleaning schedule is, which is what I really need to do. I need to get on this cleaning schedule and keep track of the last time I did this and that. You can keep your meals. So it's just,
Interesting.
and you're just
So it's almost like a chart,
a little chart.
yes. and bullet journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell us more about that. Is the Pinterest Club kind of your brainchild, or is that something that's been out there? Or is
They've been doing it in
Okay.
other counties.
Okay.
And it's really designed to get more Homemaker Club members.
Okay.
That's one of the goals
Okay.
here in this county, to get people involved in homemakers, because
Sure.
what we do is we do the homemaker lesson each month. And then also just Pinterest is it's really popular. It seems to be one of those things that you think, oh, well, it's going to go away. It really hasn't.
Yes.
So that's one way to get people in the office and really explain to them what we do, and that's a fun thing that we
Yeah.
can do, but then also you get that learning aspect as well.
I haven't explored Pinterest, but I know there's recipes and
Mhm.
just all kinds of stuff out there, and just like you said, all kinds of ideas.
Right.
If you're looking to do something, this one is a free session, of course, but what is the normal cost to be part
We
of the
usually
club?
charge about $3 depending on the craft.
Right.
Occasionally we've upped it to $5 each month, or you can join for the year for $20.
That's a bargain there.
You
because-
get several free classes when you pay in advance.
that is great. And when do you all meet? If there's a consistent meeting date on Pinterest Club?
Usually, this year it will be the first Thursday. This is
Right.
this is totally different. This one's a Tuesday,
This
but we try to keep it as consistent as possible.
It's just kind of an introductory deal for those that have not or maybe heard about it or interested in it, and then to
Right.
come, and then you get into your normal Pinterest Club routine,
Yes,
I guess.
and
Fa-
it's August 22nd at 5:30.
August 22nd at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a quick Mrs. McLovett's cupcake craze break and a string beans coffee break, and we'll be back, and we'll talk some more about the extension office and the crew out there, what you guys have going on, and always a pleasure to have you on Wednesdays. It's our extension program on Tiger Talk. We're going to take this break, and we'll be back with Ashley White. You're listening to 103.3 FM, 1580 AM, WPKY The Tiger.
String Beans Coffee House in downtown Princeton specializes in made-to-order espresso drinks, hot, over ice, or frozen. They serve lunch Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2. Like them on Facebook to view their weekly menu. They also rent out the back room for birthday parties, anniversary parties, and baby showers. That's String Beans Coffee House, 108 East Main Street, Princeton. Give them a call, 270-365-0550. Shh! It's Princeton's best-kept secret.
Pardon me?
Mrs. McLovett's Cupcakes in downtown Princeton. It's truly the best kept secret in Princeton. Come down and enjoy a delicious homemade cupcake made from scratch and only from the finest ingredients. While downtown, enjoy a sweet treat on the patio in front of our shop. It's a delightful way to spend a moment with a friend or someone you love. Check out Instagram and Facebook for the Mrs. McLovett's Flavor of the Week. Mrs. McLovett's Cupcakes on Lower Main in Princeton, where there's always room for a cupcake. Phone 270-963-2544 to place an order.
And we're back here on Tiger Talk with Ashley White from the UK Extension Office out on US 62 West. And we were talking during the break, busy. And, of
We
course,
stay
we got
busy.
back to school coming up and all those activities that you all are involved in with that as well. But there's something interesting here that you have, and let's talk about it.
Okay, this is a new program. It's called Keys to Embracing Life, and what you do today will affect your future, no matter what age you are. And we are all aging. There's no magic
Yes.
potion to stop that. So it is important to take care of yourself. And what we will do during this session, discover healthy practices that encourage optimal aging throughout the lifespan. So there's no age specification to come to this. And then we're going to have a 30-day challenge based on the healthy behavior practice that we learned. So I'm going to challenge individuals that attend this session to try out those practices for the next 30 days. And then we're going to talk about and see how that works. So our first topic is positive attitude and how attitude affects our life, and then tuning into the times, catching up with technology, seeing what things are going on. We'll have a face-to-face session on August 29th at 10 o'clock in the morning. So we'll go over positive attitude and tuning into the times, and then that's when I'll release the challenge and challenge you for the next 30 days or so. It may not
Right.
be exactly 30 days, but to put those ideas into practice. Now, I know not everybody can come visit me at 10 o'clock in the morning, so there'll also be an online version of this to where we'll have a video that describes the different strategies, and then you'll put in the practice on your own time.
That's really great for folks that they can do that, and that's what I like about a lot of your programs, that they're flexible, and for folks that say, well, I'm working,
Right.
well, you can get online and do it online,
Right.
and that's a great concept there.
I'm excited.
Yes.
There are actually 12 behavior practices that we'll talk about. So we're going to do this for the next 6 months.
Wow.
So, and see how it goes.
That's
But I'm really excited about it. So
Sure.
Positive Attitude and Tuning Into the Times will be on August 29th.
And that's a great way to start too. You get that attitude in right spot. You know, I'm enjoying these Whistle Stop donuts every morning, and that's an okay thing. But you know, sometimes I need to probably get my attitude a little bit better about some of my food choices. But and embracing technology too. I mean, you know, goodness gracious.
And it doesn't mean that you have to just pick up every new piece of technology that comes
Right.
out. That's not what we're going to talk about. Just some of the things that you can do to keep up.
To keep up, yeah, and at least be aware of it, and
Right.
and you might come, you know, across something sometime where you have to. You know, it could be a kiosk. You know, you might visit a big city and come across a kiosk that's got a keypad, and there you go.
Right.
You're like, uh-oh, what do I do?
What am I supposed to do with that?
You might this might help you with that.
So I'm really excited. I think it'll be fun.
And-
And who doesn't love a challenge? Come on.
It's always good to challenge ourselves as we go through life, whether it's you know, trying something new, facing a fear, or whatever. This is great. So good for you. Now there's another one too, and it's coming up in September.
Yes.
And Joni, I think, spoke of it last time. It's called Adulting 101,
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
And there'll be some skills there for folks to learn.
Yes, we're really excited. This is an office collaboration on #adulting, and we will do several different classes. There'll be a series. I believe we have 2 per month. I don't have the exact dates
Right.
out in front of me, but we will start in September. We're going to do basic cooking, laundry, basic money management, just things that you need to know as an adult.
Changing a tire, I think, was one
Changing
of
a
them,
tire.
and maybe a little bit of sewing, like I said, sewing a button on or something like
sewing
that.
a button on. So just things that you need to know.
Yeah, and it might be just basic things, but you know, not everybody can change a tire,
No.
and you know, it's not very fun, but it's not a bad process if you kind of know
Right.
what you're doing.
Knowing what you're doing.
Yes.
And you know, not everybody knows how to cook. Some of these things
No.
we take for granted that, oh well, everybody knows how to do that, or everybody knows how to make a budget, but no, not everybody does know how.
Not ev-
And it's not anything to be ashamed of if you don't know how to do something.
Not at all.
We're here to help.
Yes, and that's a, you know, these practical life skills. Whether you know say, well, I know how to do that. You know, just like the canning workshop that you all had. There was someone in there that had canned for years, but they decided, you know what, let me get updated on this stuff.
Right.
Let me see, you know, it's like, can I make a better mouse trap? You know, can I figure out, or can I learn a better way to do something? And that's always an opportunity there with you guys, because you might bring something to the table that nobody's realized before that of how they're doing something.
Right.
So, boy, oh boy, you all are busy out there. I mean, I don't, you know, sometimes you turn around, I'm sure a few weeks have gone by.
Yes.
I know Rhonda with her 4-H, it's kicking up, and got to visit with her last night. Shane, you know, Shane, I do want to remind folks, I did get this from Vicki from out the office. There'll be a rinse and return event. That's tomorrow, August 3rd, and that's at AgriChem from 8 to 11. So always want to pass those things along. And, of course, Shane is our agent for agriculture and natural resources. And you, of course, are our agent for food and environmental for family science. And then Joni is our
FNEP.
FNAP. Yeah, sometimes I want to put the N before
I
the
know
F.
these acronyms.
Yeah, but the Joni's all about food, nutrition, and making those choices, and then you know, and then Rhonda's our 4-H extension agent. And you got Vicki out there in the office, and you get some help from time to time in the office as well. I know several folks that volunteer their time out there at the extension office, and that's a great thing as well.
Yes.
You guys do a fantastic job.
Well, thank you. We try.
And folks, I would encourage you that if you have any kinds of questions about any of the things Ashley had mentioned, or if our UK Extension Office is a resource in the county. I call it, it's like a brain out there on US 62, because all this data and information that they have is research from the University of Kentucky. And it's their job to take this information and distribute it out in the community in different forms. And that's what they're doing here. And it's just a fantastic way that they do it. And it's a lot of hard work and dedication. Can't thank you enough.
Oh, well, thank you.
So,
Thank you. I
and
appreciate it.
And thanks for being here on Wednesday.
Oh, we love to come.
Yes. Have we? Have we covered about everything? You
I think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, just want to make sure I'm not kicking you out of here. You can stick around and enjoy a delicious Whistle Stop donut hole. Yeah. But thanks for being here as usual. It's always great to see you and all the agents when they come in on Wednesday. We enjoy our extension program, and I think it's good to let everybody know out here in Tigerland about some of the things that you all do. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
All right. That's going to wrap up our extension program at 8:30 today here on WPKY.